angles. We missed an important step here. We forgot to listen to the song and actually follow the song. So we did the spacing changes where the vocals change, right? Dun, dun, dun. Okay, but we didn't do any angle changes, so it feels like one stream. So what we want to do is make angle changes. Alright, so let's do an angle change, yeah? Okay, so here's one. Sure. Wait, hold on a second. If I remember correctly, in the Tynamo's mapping class, Tynamo said only do one type of stream angle. What was that stream angle again? Ah, you're right. It was not this stream angle. I'm stupid. I'm mentally chat. It was this one. Boom. Stongs. We have a good angle. So if you noticed, I did something very special there. I perfectly overlapped the 5s. The 4 and the 5, you'd normally overlap the 5s, but since this is higher spacing, the 4 overlaps better. And it gets this kind of smiley face. See, it's a hidden smiley face. The 2 and the 3 are the eyes, and the 3, 7, 8 are the mouth. Okay, I have no friends. You get this perfect effect, and it's super easy to play. This is the best stream angle to do. Objectively the best. So, and then you just do that again. But this time, we're gonna do a different kind. Ah, shoot. We're gonna do a different kind. We're going to use a wave. And then let's yeet all this over because we don't actually have enough room. Oh wait, Tynamo said, do not do super wide waves like this. You're right, I should overlap this. So you see how I got this overlap, right? This overlap right here? It's because I grabbed this slider. I made this slider go, okay, so this is 1, right? What this yellow circle is where one circle is going to be, right? Okay. Every time the slider ticks, it's going to be where a circle is. See, this outer outline is going to be where a circle is. Okay, so you want to perfectly align with another circle. And boom. You could be lazy, or you just got to get it as close as possible. Look, and then you get it super close. And then you can continue, and boom, that note right there is going to have a perfect overlap. Boom, boom. Wait, boom, 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 boom. Boom, let's go. Stonks. And now we have a bigger smiley face. We have 2 smiley face friends. 1 smiley face friend and 2 smiley face friends. Because everybody needs a friend. But if you notice, this is super sharp. I don't like how sharp this is. So we're going to have to say goodbye to our friends we just made and come up with a different solution. You can't always perfectly match it up like this, right? So the best thing to do is either go over it a bit and try your best. Because we can all try we may not all succeed, but we can all always try our best. Now if you notice, this last change doesn't change again until right here where the vocals come back in again. So we're going to want to use a technique we learned with the stream making, but this time we're going to go like this and make this stream shape. We do this half circle into full circle, but then we're going to add another a tail at the end of it. And honestly, we could even lower this a bit more, just so we have one extra note right here, so it's not like the smallest thing in the world, like other things I may not mention. See, I don't like how sharp this curve is though. This is a bit sharp for my liking. So we're gonna go back. It's all about how much you want to put in. Are you okay with that sharpness? Are you okay with how that plays? If you are, then good for you. If you're not, go back and redo it. That's all slider convert is. When people say they don't like slider convert, they don't like the effort. There we go, perfect. See, sometimes it's best to just stick with the basics. I tried to do something a bit more. Literally, the basic 3 or 4 slider shapes or stream shapes are the best. And there, we have angle changes, we have spacing changes. that follows the song in nice, easy to play shapes. Now we have vocals come in, and that's where we use sliders. We can use 2 kick sliders here. We can either go zigzag motion, or we can go... Both are acceptable here in a way that flows correctly. I'm placing this right here, so it's a triangle between these 3 notes, right? But you could even do this, you know, boom, boom, and utilize this blanket right here. Right? What I'm gonna do though is utilize the wide angle flow. Why am I placing it right here instead of like right here? Dun dun dun, because that's what I want, right? Dun dun dun. You still want this flow, right? Your momentum's going through this stream, and then you hit this, you go down, and then your momentum's continuing this way. This is good flow. If you come back here, your momentum goes through the stream, you go hit that, and then go back. This would help. Boom, and then you sharp momentum, and then you hit right here. This is alright still. This is perfectly acceptable. But for what the vocals are doing right here, ding, 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 I want to do this. Blanket the cat, right? Blanket the cat. You see that cat curve or the cat tail? I can't quite blanket the cat tail, but... So, what we want to do is we want to go this way with our stream, right? Why do we want to go this way? Why don't we go this way with our stream, right? Or this way, right? Because if we go this way, oh look, I can perfectly overlap this. This is cool. Look, overlaps are cool. I am smart. No, you're not, because this flow, the momentum's going through this curve, right? You hit this, right? And then you stop on this 15 and go back into yourself, right? Instead of a more continual flow of motion like this. Yeah, we're going to want to have this continual flow of motion going this way. But since it's a 5 note, we're just going to want to do a 5 note. And then we can do the same flow. And this can even be the same exact slider. But they won't know that. That is cool. Boom. Let's go. Alright, so the last thing I want to do is utilize straight streams. Okay? Boom, boom, boom. I use 0.5 spacing, distance spacing up here. And I do it at like a 5-degree slant, kind of. At Control H, you could do the same, right? You don't have to distance snap this, but I guess it works. But I kind of like do not. Yeah, going out. So they both go out, like boom and boom, right? If that makes sense. But I also like to lower this spacing to 7, 5, a bit. Dun 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 dun. Okay, and this would go in on the inside again, and then we can come off of that with a full circle, or even a half circle into tail. Actually, I would add a slider right here, so you have more emphasis on this stream right here. Okay, so there's one last thing I want to tell you guys about this, my Tynamo's perfect mapping class, and then we will end on that note. So right here, there's 2 vocals, right? Dun, ding, dun, 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 and then it starts into a whole nother section. We're not going to get to this section today. So there should be another stream right here, right? Okay. But you're tapping this whole time. So you have sliders here, right? This is stamina strain. You get a little break with these kick sliders going into the next small section. But this is all one strain. This is all one continual strain. You want to break this up somehow. So there's a couple ways you could break this up, okay? You could break it up with a kick slider right here. And that is what I did. Make this a nice curve, right? Curve right here. You see that? You could even do a straight stream here. There will be a kick slider right here though. What this does is this kick slider not only gives a very strong emphasis on here, it splits up this big strain of a like stamina strain, right? Basically adds more contrast to this tiny section to this tiny section, okay? Because this is low spacing, you know, intro into the next section. So you're gonna want to break it up, or you could even do a repeat slider right here. This is the same thing. The lower difficulty you go, 5 stars, 6 stars, you might want to do this. 7 stars higher, you do the kick sliders. Even mid 6 star, you do the kick sliders too. Of course, you wouldn't do that, you know. And then you add this kick slider right here to go into the next section, because see that's when you're not following the music, right, per se, but you're trying to split up a strain. When you're following the music, you wouldn't add a repeat slider right here. Okay, so what if we, you know, added notes right here, right, to strain, right? Wait, there's a vocal right here. You need to emphasize that. So you split up the strain there and add a kick slider right here. Okay? And then you get the final product. Wait. And then you get the final product. And that is how you make good slider convert streams. Now, the longer your streams go without an angle change or a spacing change or a vocal breakup or, you know, strain stopper, right? The longer it goes, the harder it is to come up with better stream shapes.